Hey y'all, I have a question for you all today, and it is, do we believe in color season? Are we dressing ourselves to these color palettes and I am not aware of it? Lately, I have been wondering if I should figure out my color season. This entire conversation that came from me posting it, is it wrong? Have you done this? Kind of sparked a lot of questions for my friends and I. So my friend Sumalee is coming over today and we are going to try and find out what our color season is. Now we both have theories about each other and ourselves. I'm gonna go get ready. I think I have to collect a few more different colors to make sure we have a full palette to test this theory on. So we're gonna try that and see what we end up with. Alright, so welcome back. We have collected all kinds of fabric and shirts and maybe a few socks. I'm not so sure what we have in this file, but I wanted to introduce Sumalee. Voice over me jumping in to say that this was possibly the worst introduction for somebody that I have ever done, and I'm so embarrassed. So let me try this again. Where to begin? Sumalee has been a stitcher, a designer, a fabricator for all types of things, and over the past few years we've been working together to do our own personal creative projects, and you can find her at Sumalee across nearly all platforms, and she is especially popular over on TikTok, where she talks everything costuming, mostly Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon, but she's branching out, and I'm so excited to see what else she talks about because I just love hearing her externally process everything. So with the color analysis, kind of the reason why we decided to do this video together was prompted by like one of those auto generated photos and the awful results that came from it.
Yeah, those filters, they're so popular now and so inaccurate
and so wrong. I think it gave me two opposing ones, like they couldn't even have worked together at all.
Yeah. Oftentimes you go like, wait, why do I look good in soft summer but also warm autumn? Wouldn't make sense. Yeah, and when I see things that are like that, popular and yet maybe like a little inaccurate or being used in an inaccurate way, and then confusing people, because that's what I see. Here's how I feel about the color analysis situation. It is a useful tool, and I think it's very alluring because we all want more self-knowledge and we want to understand ourselves better, especially when we're creative. You kind of want to know, like, what are my colors? Like when I choose things, like what suits me and what flatters me. And so we kind of go to it in this prescriptive way.
Right.
It's really time to drape. Like it's really time to let's just objectively observe, like what looks good.
Right.
Like what looks good. Like what do I think looks good on me? What do you think looks good on me, and vice versa. And there's also just what you like. You know, I think that gets lost sometimes, like what looks good versus what do you like to wear? What lights you up mentally and emotionally versus just what lights up your features? Look the best? What gives me a glow? Yeah, so
yeah, sometimes I don't care if I look ugly if I really love whatever it is.
Yes.
You know? So
yes.
What does it matter? So hopefully we will figure out, does it really matter? And maybe we will have a color palette.
Maybe we will. It would be kind of dreamy if it became very obvious at the end of the draping.
I would like that because I would like to make decisions less. So if I had a guide to just go by and it's like, okay, that's it. That's what I'm bringing to the store.
Yeah.
Fabric shopping.
And it would feel proven.
Yeah.
Like, no, I draped it. Yeah. I liked it. We chose this. It's good. So, okay.
So we're going to go to, what's it called? What's the...
Oh, camera confessional.
Yeah, we're going to confessional. We thought we would start with theories on ourselves and each other, and we kind of wanted to keep it maybe a little bit of a secret.
Yes.
From each other.
I enjoy keeping secrets. Okay, so I have long suspected that I'm in the winter category. I have olive skin, which is a little tough. Like if you ever look around on Reddit or anywhere people are discussing their own like personal color season, olive is tough, but I just have this gut feeling based on what colors I generally like on myself that I'm cool toned with an olive vibe. I'm not a scientist. I don't want to get into like what the layers of the skin mean, etc., but That's my suspicion. But I'm open to other things. I think I might be like on the dark winter, dark autumn kind of vibe. So like deep, somewhat muted colors, but I'm not sure if warm or cool, I'm not sure overly warm or overly cool either way is good on me. I think I'm somewhere in the middle, but only the drapes will tell. And then I think that thistle is probably a warm undertone. I would guess maybe soft autumn if I had to be specific, but I think autumn, but could also be a spring perhaps. I'm really curious about the drapes because they wear all kinds of colors all the time, so who knows? Who knows what works, but it'll be interesting to see whether they lean more muted or brighter or possibly even not warm at all. I could be really wrong, but that's what I got. That's what I got so far.
Is she gone now? As far as theories that I have for Sumalee, I really feel like she is a dark winter. I feel like she's a dark winter, but I also feel like she leans naturally towards wearing things for a dark autumn. Her natural color palette that she is attracted to is pulled from autumn, but I feel like if she added a little bit more red in there, it would pop. But I don't know. I don't know how. For myself, after looking at all the different seasons, and I have no experience, I think she spent a couple years kind of being interested in this. And this just popped up for me in the last like 6 months of it becoming something on my radar. Like I had no idea. And so just my like very basic knowledge and looking at people that look similar to me that have the same coloring and all that, I'm leaning towards being a true or a soft summer. And I'm really thinking that I'm a true summer. So yeah, I'm gonna bring her back out here and we're gonna start draping and see where we end up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow! Sorry. Yeah, so I'm just like obsessed with the stool. But I'm like, I'm here to help. Sit still. Although my bra straps are not as helpful.
Are our palettes that we ended up with. So if we had to season ourselves, which you should always season yourself, but maybe not with your clothing, it doesn't matter. I think this was really like revealing that I had no idea about myself. And I feel like winter was a little bit easier to kind of like get.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree. I actually think because you're a soft season,
it was like
we
struggle. We think. Yeah.
Yeah, we think.
You can let us know if you disagree with us, because I'm very curious if anyone else agrees or disagrees or think like you're way off, because it is kind of a eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
we'll influence each other into being like, yeah, of course you look great in that.
Yeah, exactly. We have kind of like hive mind in that respect. But again, this is like not the end of the journey either. This is just the end of this exercise.
Right. Yeah.
So like, I think if you go shopping or thrifting or whatever, it's like, you know, I think as you add new colors to your wardrobe, you can kind of like ask yourself like, oh, does this align, or is this similar with the things that we picked, or like, is this an outlier? I think it's all informative, and I don't think it has to fit into any one season. It just has to fit into a palette, your personal palette.
All right, so I guess we are going to go purge our whole wardrobe and go to the thrift store. So see y'all next time. On today's episode. Wait, you switched the wrong one. We went opposite.
I'm sorry. That's okay. Do you want to do it again?
No. I feel like people should know who we really are.
They should. So now we're trying items that I wear regularly in my life.
And get complimented on.
I get a lot of compliments. I'm not saying people are correct, but they are nice. And yeah, so
this is kind of consistent on what we have seen so far from your complimentary colors. Yeah. I would say.
I think so too. Like even the green.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And then
you know yourself, I think, maybe better than you realize.
So this I feel is exactly in line with the colors we've discovered we like.
Yeah.
Like this really makes sense.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I remember I put the scarf on like in the beginning of my color journey before I understood anything, and I was just like, what season would this be? And like, what, I don't know, like, can I wear that? Am I going to look sick if I put it on? And then I just started wearing it
all the time.
Yeah.
And these are our beloved striped.
If anybody says this doesn't work on me, I'll just perish. I'll simply perish on the spot.
We didn't test the stripes on me because I'm not letting anyone take that away from me. So
yeah, that's good. That's
That's
healthy.
You look good in stripes.
Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. Okay, I'm gonna leave. That's why I'm here today.
And then we'll do your little denim.
Okay. This was my $1 denim jacket.
This is interesting because it's the opposite of what we've been doing so far. But
Yeah.
I think it is still, hold on. It's not as if you cannot mix complementary and maybe not as complementary things together and still get a balanced look, because that feel balanced out between the two?
I think
feel like
so.
you could add maybe a little darker scarf. Add something dark right there.
Like this.
Wow.
Hold on, I can't even get it. I got too many layers. This one.
Oh.
This is basically my main outfit that I wear outside the house. It's always like a striped shirt, a little
now
scarf.
I don't know. Is that my bias? Because I know that's what you wear?
Yeah.
Or
okay. Well, we can ask the audience if they think this is okay for me. Yeah, it's a lot of light colors together, but I think when I have like the dark scarf, and I like that the scarf is busy. Hold on, this is where color analysis is one thing, but then like the shapes of your face is another thing, and then your personality and like the way you move and how you talk and your character, like your character traits and your mannerisms, those all matter too. I feel like having, busy details on me works, even if the colors aren't like perfect. So I'm gonna keep wearing them no matter what.
And that's one of the things we were talking about earlier, where it's like, does it matter? If I like this and if it's my personality, does it matter if it's the most complimentary thing in the world?
I don't know.
My opinions are documented, and they will be going down in history as the best opinions to ever have opinioned.
Wow, my goodness, I am honored to be in your presence, in the presence of your opinions, actually.